Sure.
What's this I hear about you working on some initiative to earn more fans?
Look, man, I've been meaning
I thought I was clear with you. Basketball comes first. End of story.
It does. But I got a lot of people in my ear telling me I gotta do other stuff too, man.
What, Freddie? What did I tell you about him?
I know what you said about Freddie, but just because you don't like him doesn't mean he's gonna disappear.
I told you. You talked to...
You just got scanned for 2K24. What was that process like?
Well, I'm glad to be a part of this, and yeah. So that's funny, but that's really precise. Like it's impressive. Do they scan every player or?
Only the creme de la creme. Yeah.
You know, almost every team has some kind of roster turnover in the offseason, so, Greg, this time of year can be about getting familiar with your new teammates.
There's always a feeling out process this early in the schedule. It's about finding your team's identity.
Substitution on the court.
The three from MP. Dort grabs the miss. Oklahoma City trailing. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Coming off 31 points last game.
In the first, 2 minutes.
That one falls.
Largely because of that length. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling confident attacking inside.
MP against Gilgeous-Alexander. Launches a three. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
Mavericks have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons, and it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message. They're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for any elite team.
MP right side. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Shot clock at 6. Here's McGee, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
And you know what? With his size and presence in the post, McGee has a lot of value on the offensive glass.
They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Pass to Dort. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort passes to Šarić. Outside, Dort. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Dort's got 7 points in the game.
Some physicality there from Lou, pushing past the contact and into the shot.
MP looking around, and that one drops.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
McGee with the block. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Mavericks ahead, up 1. And the second quarter about to get started. They'll be back in just a moment. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close.
Substitution
A completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And then for Oklahoma City, Šarić has checked in for Jeremiah Robinson-Earl.
Pokusevski's come in for
Williams. And it's Dort in for Josh Giddey. So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Green is out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's Hardy. Then it's MP. And it's McGee in at the 5 down low. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks a lot, guys. Josh Giddey has been attracting admirers, including LeBron James. King said he's really, really good. He has a great pace about the game, great vision. Josh is one of those kids who can definitely see the game a lot quicker than most guys out on the floor. And he's showing it. Just been playing beautiful basketball. Kevin, it's high praise.
It is both amazing passes. David, thank you. And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Here's McGee. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City, and this is the first time they've matched up with the Mavericks this year.
And this, the first of 3 games these two teams will play against one another this season.
Yeah, you know, these are two rival teams that will see each other a fair amount this season. We'll see which team can tip it off with a win.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. And Greg Anthony for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, part of a growing trend in this NBA, giving his team length in the backcourt.
Yeah, 6'6" with a 6'11" wingspan. He can see over the top of the defense. He helps you on the glass, and he can switch onto front court players defensively. That's what teams are looking for nowadays.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
Now the pass to Giddey. Here's Saric. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul. 15.
Saric is highly engaged and very good at keeping the defense on their toes and making them commit the foul.
Saric nails them both.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
They need this. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Not quite sure why they deviated from looking to score inside. They were really hurting them in the first period in that area.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
At the line for Dallas, Dwight Powell. At the line for 1.
One of the things I really like about Dwight Powell is that he doesn't play outside of himself. He plays to his strengths.
Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Covered by MP. Offensive rebound. Lays it up off the glass. Saric has got 6 points.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be back with you shortly.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Kyrie Irving really making it. So a close game sees Dallas taking this. That was a fun night of basketball and fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times when you see these tight games won at home, that advantage of having that crowd behind you oftentimes is...
What do you say to the people who question the wisdom of your decision to participate in a PR?
I'd say they probably don't know me very well, or...
I was wondering if I could ask you about Nate White's report that you've been asked to participate.
Well, John, I'd like to actually clarify things a little further.
Sure. That's why we're here.
Great. So, look, this organization, one of the great things about it is they put everyone in a position to succeed. And not just for basketball.
Hey, what you working on?
Finishing at the rim is still an art. Let's get this going.
You got it. You got it. Come on, man.
Hey, watch him. Don't worry.
Call that, man. 3 of them, baby. Take that ball. Oh, that's a foul.
You can't play with me.
Box out with the foul. What's the foul at, man? Oh, he hit me.
Come on, focus.
Hey, hey, hey. Give me that.
I got you quiet real quick.
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
You guys the ones who's gonna be losing today.
One more.
Trifecta, baby.
Now we're rolling.
Hey, hey, hey.
Let's go.
Hey,
Come here.
were you looking to talk?
Now.
Okay, I'm coming over right now.
Sit.
Yes, ma'am. Where would you like me to sit? Anywhere. Let me know.
Oh my gosh. No, I'm not talking to you. I'm watching my dogs. They're
You know, Ricky did mention that earlier.
Hey, MP. So, you've had a little time now to get acclimated to your new team.
Well, it's a big change, and I'm still figuring out my place here. Ooh, I say me. Yeah.
Okay, then. Last question. Now that you're finding your footing on this team and with the fans, if you look ahead to the end of the season, where do you see yourself and this team?
Ooh, okay. How about this? I can either give you the same boring answer. Well, this may not be my hometown, but...
Well, thank you, MP. It's been great spending time with you.
Likewise, man.
Hey.
Probably both. It all depends on the overall, honestly.
Which part of your game do you want to see most portrayed in NBA 2K?
Mostly just shooting and the hustle plays, rebounding, just cheering my teammates on in the game.
Just to see me be able to dunk on the game, just see my vertical on the game, you see how high I can jump on it.
If there's one badge that your player needs to have in the game, what is it?
Catch and shoot. Yeah, at first, because at the beginning, when your grade is low, if you're making your shots and catch and shoot, that's easy. Yeah, you can do your stats. So, yeah, catch and shoot.
I would say posterizer. I want to get those animations where I'm dunking on somebody, so I need that badge.
What's the first NBA 2K?
Well, Grant, it's still early in the season, but when you're on a team, do you have a good sense of where you stand in the league at this point?
Well, it's hard.
Completely new group here for the Mavericks.
And offense has been the problem for the Magic. Near the bottom of the league for several years now. Lack of efficiency for extended stretches.
On the court for the Magic, Cole Anthony out there with Markelle Fultz. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. Then there's Mo Wagner. And it's Bol in at the power forward position. And for the Magic, worst offensive rating in 2022.
Yeah, and the second worst rating in 2021 as well. It's an issue they have been trying to address. It's limited their ability to get back into the playoffs.
Shot clock at 5. Fader on the way. Called in by McGee.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Orlando's gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. Isaac, the pass to Fultz. Anthony outside. Isaac outside. Pass to Anthony. Pulls up. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Yeah, you're seeing Isaac mature as an offensive player. Finding your open teammate, such a critical skill.
Here's Mr. Perfect, pounded by Fultz. Offensive rebound. And Powell with the stuff.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Here's Fultz. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Mavericks leading. Pass to Mr. Perfect. Three-pointer. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game. Now, there always seems to be some debate about MP's place in the league. But I do think he passes the eye test.
Well, if you know what to look for, the answer is clear. MP may not always have an impressive stat line, but you can just tell he's a difference maker on the court.
Here's Bol. Here's Mr. Perfect. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Anthony right side. Shoots over Powell. Wagner. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That, to me, is exactly the kind of play you want from Mo Wagner. Aggressively chasing the rebound and getting a second chance opportunity.
Good scoring in this one as we conclude.
And please give a big round of applause for your junior defense crew. Substitution on the court. At the line for the Magic, Jalen Suggs. One shot.
Setting the floor for the Magic. Fultz and Suggs team up as the backcourt. Then there's Wagner. Then there's Jonathan Isaac. And it's Bol in at the 4 spot.
Jalen Suggs gets a ton of attention for his offensive skill set, and that's appropriate. But let's remember, he can be imposing defensively.
Isaac in the post. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Boy, guys, with that appearance in the Western Conference Finals, it certainly feels like the Dallas Mavericks took a huge step forward. They played to their strengths. Obviously, the axis is Luka Doncic and his incredible skill set.
And now they lead as the free throw drops in for him. Right. It almost seems like last year we were seeing the team Dallas had been waiting for, Doris.
It seems, B.A., they finally figured out what pieces need to be fit around Luka Doncic. Obviously, you need high-caliber shooting across positions. The one thing I think they need to continue thinking about is that rim protector and vertical threat.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Magic?
I must say, their defensive intensity has been impressive so far. Really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
We've got a lot of game left, but boy, they are doing a tremendous job on the offensive glass.
Free throw's good. McGee.
And this summer, the Magic raised some eyebrows. Widely expected to take Jabari Smith with the #1 overall pick. Right up until their selection, Paolo Banchero was announced. Rival teams impressed at how well they kept their secret. Good job, Orlando.
Green's checked in for Bullock. Isaac, the pass to Fultz. Here's Bol. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Fires the 3. And there's Fultz. That one's good. On the assist by Isaac. And the Magic lead by 2. 54 seconds left in the first half. Here's Mr. Perfect. He's got 6. The 3 is up. Add that to his line. Now 3 for 6. And a big question mark for MP that he'll have to answer this year. Can his skills translate into NBA success?
Yeah, he was a great college player. Nobody is arguing that. But many wonder if he'll be able to handle the physical side of the NBA. Hard to say just yet, but we'll find out soon enough.
Well, you love that Markelle Fultz has the ability to draw the defense's hand and get himself to the foul line.
And the Magic making a change here. Wagner's checked in. Dallas has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Here's Mr. Perfect. 9 points in the game. Buries it from 3. He's got 12.
And now he's dropped 2 3-pointers in each quarter.
Here's Suggs. And he gets it to go. 4 for 6 so far.
You've got to be willing to get your shot blocked if you're a guard and you foray inside. Jalen Suggs, what a finish.
From behind the arc. No good on the shot. It's a tie game in Dallas.
With the score, your Mavericks, 55. The Magic, 55.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting. Checked in for Orlando. Isaac comes in for Wagner. Davis Bertans is out there with Green. Then it's Hardy. Then there's Markieff Morris. And it's Mr. Perfect in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Here's Suggs. No good there. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Mr. Perfect. No good on the triple. Here's Orlando. They trail by 16. To the inside. Wagner. Nice pass. Nice catch. And a resounding dunk.
Well, we know Mo Wagner is a sweet shooting big, but right there he says, you know, I can get off my feet too.
Lets the three fly. They get it back. And so it's the Mavericks taking care of business in this one. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave them a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForge.
Why am I buying a PS4 for somebody I don't know?
Okay, 10. So it's crazy. Like, if Lil Me were to see me now in the game, that would be amazing. I actually pay to see that.
If you hop into 2K, are you going to play with your player now that you're in the game?
It's only right, I
Yeah,
guess.
exactly.
I feel like,
And maybe
yeah,
you gotta select the Raptors too.
yeah, exactly. No, for sure the Raptors, but some people always say like it's weird you play with your player. I got to see how I play, see if I can score.
Definitely got to see how my attributes are and
And, Greg, we're still very early in the season. What are these teams right now doing to maintain success through the year?
Well, this is the time for coaches.
Look for Dallas. Hardy, he's checked in for Irving. And it's Mr. Perfect in for Doncic. The Jazz shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Taking a look at the Jazz. Markkanen is out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then it's Chris Dunn. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Markkanen against Hardaway. Five on the clock. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Pass to Markkanen. To the paint. Here's Dunn. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
This is what they like about Markkanen. He will make the next pass when the defense overplays him.
Hey, whoever this is, watch it, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't play with people on 2K at all. I don't do that shit, bro. I'm not about to. Cause one, I don't trust y'all niggas. Y'all be hoeing niggas and shit, too. Me playing with you ain't gonna boost the damn thing over here, bro. I gotta actually play my fucking game, bro. So, with that being said, bro, you can't help me, bro. I don't play with people on 2K because every time I play with somebody on 2K, I get screwed over. So, no, I'm not playing with nobody on 2K at all. That's a hell no.
Aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
1:10 left to play here in the first. Takes a three. Markkanen pulls it in. Utah leading by 3. Down low. Here's Dunn. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
One of the stronger point guards we have, Chris Dunn, often does his best work in the paint.
Let's go. Good trying to free himself up. Mr. Perfect can't hit. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. And this is the first time they've matched up with the Mavericks this year.
And they won the season series last year against this club, but fell to them in the postseason.
Hey, Steve, looking at the Utah Jazz, they've been so consistent during the regular season.
Kevin, but they haven't been able to carry this momentum into the postseason. This is a team that wants to win a title so badly, but they know they need to execute better during the playoffs.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. JaVale McGee's checked in for Christian Wood. Mike Powell comes in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Green in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Green in the post. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And both teams here in a nice rhythm offensively. And that really says as much about the lack of D as it does either's O.
Free throw drops for Green. 19 seconds left in the first. Here's Clarkson. The teardrop falls in. Clarkson's got 8.
And savvy inside play by Clarkson, getting himself a look right at the basket. Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
And you wonder how long they can keep it going. At some point, you expect the defense will adjust.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Jazz lead.
25. Junior defense.
Substitutions here for the Mavericks. Wood, he's checked in for Powell. Hardy comes in for Green. And it's Mr. Perfect in for Luka Doncic. The Jazz making a switch here. And that one falls for Olynyk.
A physical big man who won't back down from anyone. Every team can use a guy like Kelly Olynyk.
JaVale McGee is out there with Wood. Then there's Harden. Then it's Mr. Perfect, and it's Irving at the 2-guard spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. The offensive rebound, Wood. And finally they hit one. He's got 8.
And when you think of Wood, the length is one thing that comes to mind. Great at using it there on the glass.
Outside, Markkanen. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. When you think of backcourt offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scorers, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the bear, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch, David. Thank you. And McGee kicks to Irving. Dallas moving it around. Now here's Hardy. He's covered closely. Wood can't hit.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Stolen away. On the wing, Irving. Three-pointer. Drains it from beyond the arc. Irving's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Wow, he has been unstoppable from outside in the second quarter. The threes are just flowing.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Back to Markkanen. Clock at 6. Olynyk has the open look. From outside, off the mark. What's at 5 from 18. A shot's good from Irving. Irving's got it all tied up now for the Mavs. Knocks it loose. What a performance for Kyrie Irving.
The Jazz, 42.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both.
Substitution on the court.
Checked in for Hardy. Rudy Gay's checked in for the Jazz. And so in the game for the Jazz, we've got Rudy Gay. Markkanen is out there with Clarkson. Then it's Olynyk. Gay scanning the floor. Clarkson outside. Clock at 4. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Jazz lead by 3.
Oh, slick move by Clarkson, getting around that inside contact to finish the shot.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And that's the kind of bucket they needed. Close game in the second half. Great finish on that one. And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Here's the thing. He's a guy who will go on hot streaks for you over a number of games.
It's Gay on the way. Guarded by Hardaway. Gay passes to Markkanen. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Markkanen's got 5 points in the quarter.
Lowry Markkanen making his presence felt as this game heats up.
That ties it up.
And wow, what a time to tie this game up, guys.
I wasn't sure they had enough time. What an amazing job to battle all the way back out of that huge hole.
And the Jazz call time here. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
I mean, the ridiculous production from beyond the arc. They have to find a way to cool him down.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Jordan Clarkson.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose and getting those points the hard way.
The Jazz making a switch here. Dunn's checked in. The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, during that timeout, the coach of the Jazz talked to his team. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Evan, we'll see if they can make that adjustment.
Thank you, David.
Unfortunate that he missed one, but he still hit a crucial point there to help get his team the lead.
Back to Irving. Shoots over Clarkson, and Dallas again with the bucket.
Calm in the heat of the storm. Kyrie with a big bucket.
1:35 left in the fourth quarter. Clarkson against Irving. Clarkson dishes to Dunn. Pass to Olynyk. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Dunn's got 6 assists in the game.
That's a veteran play by Kelly Olynyk. Helps his team with that bucket.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Another 3 for Dallas. And this team, Greg, drafting MP, hoping he can grow into the leader here. It might take some time, but he should, I think, find his way.
And those intangibles were a big reason to draft MP. We'll keep an eye on him as he develops and steps into a leadership role for the team.
Money!
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
There's 45 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Irving against Clarkson. And that one goes long. And he commits the intentional foul.
Jordan Clarkson. First personal foul. First team foul.
This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
Now at the line.
He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
2 shots.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
They have very little time to run a play, and then, of course, they also need to foul.
So they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
2 shots.
And the second of 2 is good. That increases their lead to 6. Time call here. The Jazz decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 6. 24 seconds left in the game.
Once again, your D-Town crew. Give the hand, man.
24 seconds left in the fourth. Looking to end the run. It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
Really another fantastic offensive rebound and putback. This is the second game in a row where he has just been ball dominant.
When he gets into one of these grooves, you never know how long they're going to last. Sometimes they go on and on and on.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Productive trip to the line extended their lead.
And so Clarkson will bring it up for the Jazz. For the 3. Bullock with the rebound. Outside Irving. And now we've got the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
If you're looking for entertainment, you've come to the right place. Kyrie puts on a show every night.
From deep 3-point range, no good there. And so it's Dallas winning this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge.
MP, thanks for stopping by.
Brave and upright, that God may love thee. Speak the truth, even if it leads to your death.
MP, thanks for stopping by.
Come on, man. I always got time for you, Fred.
MP, have a seat.
How you doing, Coach?
Big news. Big news. Rookie standout. Okay, everybody bring it in. Let's go. All right, guys, I'll make this quick.
All right.
Now,
Yeah.
as we all know, this is...
Thanks, Coach. Hey, yeah, I know I'm not big on.
Yeah.
So if I play against somebody and they're using KD or LeBron and I use myself and I win, oh wow, oh yeah.
Everybody's going to hear about it?
For sure. The whole city's gonna, yeah. I'm real competitive.
Welcome to Ephemeral. Come on in.
Okay, I'm excited.
What would you like to get tattooed today?
I would love to get a logo from our show, 2K TV. Is that possible?
Yeah, awesome. I have these here.
Okay.
Check them out.
I love this one. This one's perfect.
That size is good?
Yes.
Okay.
Should I get it so I'm looking at it or you're looking at it?
Really, it's up to you. It's your preference. It's your body. You're going to have to live with it for the next, 2 to 3 years. So it's up to you, whatever you feel like.
Did you say 2 to 3 years?
Yeah.
I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not.
It's up to 3 years.
What?
Yeah.
I thought they said 6 to 8 weeks.
No.
My mom's going to kill me. Chris Manning would never do this for the show, by the way.
Are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Awesome. Let's go.
Heavy is the crown, heavy is the crown. You better work, did not come to play, knocking off the pawn.
Well, Clark, the season is still young, but for front offices, GMs, what are they looking for at this point of the year?
I'll tell you what, that job never ends. It doesn't let up, and that's one reason I'm glad I'm in this seat versus running a team, because you're always on evaluating your team. But at this juncture, you just want to kind of see how all the pieces fit, because before you know it, it might be time to tweak your roster.
So the Raptors starting five, the forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam, Fred VanVleet out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Pirtle in at center. Mr. Perfect gets the bucket.
Now for MP, remember, this guy was booed on draft night. He came into the league with the fans against him. But I think MP is using that as fuel.
No question, you have to. It's a tough spot to come into. But MP is going to try to win over the fans. Anunoby can't get it to go. Irving against Anunoby. Pass to Mr. Perfect. There's the triple. Counted from distance. He's got 5.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, B.A. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Right side, Irving. Pass to Hardaway. Here's Mr. Perfect. Here's the 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
Offensively, they've been pretty sharp. 3 for 4 so far.
VanVleet, the pass to Barnes. Now here's Siakam. Outside Anunoby. Clock at 6. Over Irving. Here's Pirtle. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Hey, when Pirtle gets the rock deep inside, the defense is cooked. Can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
Pass to Mr. Perfect. This one for 3. Knocks down the long J.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside Anunoby. Siakam with it. Back to Anunoby. And here's Barnes. Pass to VanVleet. 3-pointer. Bullock puts it in.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And the Mavericks, another 3.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Now here's Anunoby. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. The 3 from Barnes. Wood grabs the board. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 6. They're rolling.
Yeah, and Christian Wood moving here to the Mavs over the summer. Now, the Mavs knew they wanted more size, so they sent a number of players in exchange, but they got a deadly weapon to help them this season.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And Toronto calls time here.
Well, you know, we all know the name Hardaway, but Tim Hardaway Jr. making a name for himself. Another outstanding shooter that this league has developed.
And a new group getting ready for the Mavericks. McGee, he's checked in for Christian Wood. Powell comes in for Bullock. Green's checked in for Hardaway. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Irving. VanVleet laid it in with a nice touch off the window. VanVleet's gotten his second bucket on the night. Clark, how about the ability Hardaway Jr. has to score?
You know, it's really amazing. He's averaged over double digits all but one season in his career. He makes threes, he knocks down free throws, and it really doesn't matter where he's getting his shots from. He's knocking them down. So he's somebody that teams have relied on to score the ball.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Now here's Trent. Did not look good in their loss against the Spurs the other night.
And when you watch the way Trent Jr. can take over a game, just a gifted scorer who can explode once he gets going. He's impossible to slow down.
First free throw is good.
2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Here's Doncic using his post moves to get the 2 points.
And their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Now here's Trent. Van Vliet, the pass to Boucher. Back to Van Vliet. Counted. His 3rd and 5 attempts.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Here's Mr. Perfect. And the Mavericks, another 3.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Here's Van Vliet. Hauled in by McGee.
There wasn't much defensive resistance there, guys, but somehow he blew it anyway. Missed opportunity.
Doncic with the bucket.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And so it's Dallas in control with a 16-point advantage heading into the break. And the 3-ball has been huge in building this lead. Back to the game after this break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Mavericks.
Well, we're in the era of the 3-point basket. So if you want to win games in this...
The league saw a dramatic rise in the number of take fouls to stop the fast break. Clark, was the time right to make a change?
No doubt about it, B.A. Anything that slows down the game in an artificial manner needs to be eliminated from the game. So I think it was overdue, but the fact that they got to this point is good.
That free throw good from Barnes.
Tell you what, the Mavericks are so good in the half court. It helps that Luka is virtually unstoppable in most of the sets they run. The team feels very comfortable playing a slowdown type of game.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Here's Anunoby. Ooh, McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, guys, Pascal Siakam's play had dipped for a while after he got the big bag. He said, it was like, you got the max contract, but are you the guy? That's something I really struggled with. But there's still another level that I can get to, and I see myself as an all-star, and there's a lot more to unleash. Brian?
Yeah, just now entering his prime, Allie. Thank you. And that was the Mobile One drive. Low resistance to the finish line.
Yeah, down big. You got to find a way to generate easy offense. Getting into the paint is step one.
The Mavs, the slowest team in the league under Jason Kidd last season, Clark.
Well, there's no shame in that for them because they were playing to their team's strengths. They want to put the ball in Luka's hands and space the floor and let him go to work. If you have Luka, that's a smart way to play.
Trent from long range. That shot missing. And the Mavericks going the other way now.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Pass to Barnes. 32 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Fires at the elbow. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. McGee's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Mr. Perfect. Offline with a 3. Trent against Doncic. Trent's shot is off.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer.
And just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energize.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a gigantic... Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And so here is Toronto. Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the 5, down low. 6 to shoot. Irving against Anunoby. Over Irving. Here's Pirtle. And a nice finish on the layup. Pirtle's got his second bucket on the night.
And Pirtle has stick-to-itiveness on the offensive glass. He just throws himself in the mix to come up with those boards.
And as solid as Pirtle is during the game, his free throws, Grant, can be an issue.
BA, it really limits his minutes during close games late. He's right around 50% for his career. He has decent form, so there is some hope for improvement.
VanVleet against Irving. Here's Siakam. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
And now it seems Siakam is in his prime. How do you see his place in the league, Grant?
Well, I really like him, but he seems to be an elite second option. Not sure if you want to build an entire offense around him, but certainly has proven to be an important piece to a championship-level team.
Here's Mr. Perfect outside for Irving. Stolen by Anunoby. Pass to Pirtle, inside, looking to end this cold spell. VanVleet misses.
Mixing it up inside, just coming up empty-handed.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Anunoby covering. Mr. Perfect shot is off. For Toronto, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. To the wing, right side. Here's Pirtle. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Siakam. Pirtle's got 4 points this quarter.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Dallas again missing.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
And there's the rejection.
But hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
And Dallas calls time here.
You know what time it is, man. Here comes your defense crew.
And some changes here for the...
Substitution on the court.
Toronto has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. VanVleet outside. Pass to Achua. Outside Anunoby. Doncic against VanVleet. Just 5 to shoot. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Here's Boucher for 3. Rebounded by Green. Now Doncic. Here's Mr. Perfect. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair.
77. The Raptors.
All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. JaVale McGee out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's Josh Green. Then it's Luka Doncic. And it's Mr. Perfect in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Ooh, poked away. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. Doncic outside. Here's Mr. Perfect, and fouled as he went up to dunk. Good aggressive move. He'll shoot a pair. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
And another thing they've been exceptional at is their passing. On-target ball movement has gotten them a lot of assists tonight.
Kleba, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Hardy comes in for Luka Doncic. Pass to Porter. Covered by McGee. From downtown. Banton can't get it to go.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Toronto shooting only 31% in the game. Down low. Second chance shot. And they're going to count that bucket. And they'll send him to the line.
What's up?
Substitution on the court.
.46 seconds left in the fourth. Van Vliet outside. Anunoby on the wing. Van Vliet outside. And connects on the 9-footer.
Unfortunately for them, they're still going to come up short. You wish they'd shown this kind of fight earlier.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Pure from three-point range.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Back to Trent. Pass to Pirtle. Van Vliet on the wing. From the arc. The Mavericks pull it in. Here's Mr. Perfect. Missed it. And so Dallas takes this one by a big margin. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you.
Great game tonight. You really had to work on the offensive end.
Oh man, man, my shots are falling tonight.
Oh, that is awesome. What happened since Vegas apparently last 2 to 3 years. All of your friends, family play the game. What's it going to be like for them to see your exact representation in NBA 2K23?
I already know they're going to start making fun of me or something.
Really?
But,
Clowning you?
That's just how my family goes. They're going to try to play me with the team I'm on and then beat me with me, which is kind of funny. So just being able to just now have that little
It's still early in the season, and teams are still trying to figure out rotations. Greg, what's it like to play in a game like that tonight?
Well, for a lot of these guys, Kevin, it's all about jockeying for position, making an argument for minutes, and you want to earn the trust of your coaches.
So the next starting five, we've got Bridges. Simmons is out there with Cameron Johnson, and it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. Now, here's Bridges. Dinwiddie left side. That shot off the mark. Irving against Bridges. And that one's good. Irving's got his second basket.
Kyrie has the ability to finish like very few players in NBA history, and he shows it right there.
Here's Claxton. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Johnson surveying the floor. He gets that one.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Johnson against Hardaway. The pass to Mr. Perfect. Fires for three. Knocks down the three ball. It seems everyone wants a piece of MP. It was announced Mobile One will run a campaign centered all around him.
And hard to ignore the star power that MP has started to build. From his time in college until now, he's becoming a household name.
Dinwiddie, it's tipped. Second shot opportunity. The Mavericks pull it in. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets, and they came away with a win.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game, great adjustments on the offensive end.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road. Well, I played for the New Jersey Nets, and look, they made that move across the Hudson back in 2012, relocating to Brooklyn, which I think was the right move.
Now, here's Johnson. 9 points last game, just 5 on the clock. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Here's Dinwiddie. That doesn't go either for Dinwiddie.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
And, well, over a decade in Brooklyn for the Nets. Richard, what kind of impact has that move had on the franchise?
Well, look, it's been great. The arena is fantastic. The fan base is growing. And more importantly, their ability to attract top-tier free agents like KD and Kyrie. They do not join the Nets if they're still in Jersey.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
This season, 88% on the line, so he has been in a comfort zone.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. JaVale McGee's checked in for Wood. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Irving. Now here's Curry. 11 points for him in that last game against the Hornets in Charlotte. And they recover it. Here's Finney-Smith. He's guarded by Bullock. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Curry. And at last, they get one to fall.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Lets it go with the three. Drills the three-pointer. 6 points for Mr. Perfect.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
1:02 left to play in the first. Nets trail by 5. Simmons passes to Curry. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
And that pass-first nature of Simmons, outstanding at understanding when his teammates are open.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. There's the triple. And he drills it. Beautiful release there from Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect's got his 3rd bucket of the night. There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Curry kicks to Simmons. Passes it to Finney-Smith. Outside Curry. Good. Curry's got 6 points.
Looks like it could be a big night for him. Very strong start here in the first quarter.
This one for 3. And Simmons with the rebound. Nets trail by 4. Again, the Nets for 2.
Assist goes to not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the help.
Powell in the high post. Yes, that goes in.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Curry outside. No good on the last second attempt there. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. Mavericks. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Mavericks. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor.
Undrafted coming out of college in 2013, Seth Curry only played 48 games in his first 3 seasons, spending most of the time destroying the G League.
Mr. Perfect out there with Irving. Then it's Christian Wood. Then there's Maxi Kleber. And it's Hardaway in at the 3 slot. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. There's Dinwiddie following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Lets it go from 11. Pass to Claxton. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
And when you look at what he's doing now, it's hard to believe that Seth was ever kept off an NBA roster.
He's made quite the career for himself as one of the league's great three-point shooters and just an efficient scorer from all 3 levels.
Irving's shot is good. Irving's got the lead up to 9 now for the Mavs.
A true wizard with the ball. Irving has some of the best handles that we have ever seen at any point in time in history.
And here are the Nets. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
Well, sometimes you get the shot you want, it just doesn't fall. I'd go back to him in that area on the floor.
And Dallas again with the bucket.
There's such a great pace to Kyrie's game. That mid-range jumper, look, it's one of the best in the game.
Nets trail by 11. Pass to Finney-Smith. There's the pass to Johnson. Now Dinwiddie down to 5 on the shot clock.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Mr. Perfect can't hit. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. One of your trademarks, Richard, was athleticism. From the days we first saw you at Arizona, and we're seeing teams really place right now a premium in today's NBA on that athleticism factor.
Yes, when you talk about positionless basketball, then you typically go to the guys that can do it all, and those are the wing players. They can guard smalls, they can guard bigs, they can do a little bit of everything, and that's why teams are looking for them.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Passes it to Mr. Perfect. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 15 points for Mr. Perfect.
We sometimes forget how solid Irving is when it comes to his passing. Great find there.
Dinwiddie finds Harris to the right side. Here's Finney-Smith. Kleber defending. 4 on the clock. Back to Harris from past the arc. Green with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 12. Here's Mr. Perfect. Another 3 for Dallas.
And having a whale of a game from three-point range. Drained 3 of them in that first quarter and has added 3 more here in the second.
The Nets have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. Nice game. Great performance from Mr. Perfect.
And he's in a complete groove right now. I don't think they can stop him altogether, but they at least need to make him work a little harder than he has been.
A different look for Dallas. After one half, it hasn't even been close. Mavericks ahead, up by 16.
Back into the first half with a score. Your Mavericks. The Nets, 29.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. We're seeing a tremendous game from Mr. Perfect.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Setting the floor for the Nets. They've got Simmons. Mikal Bridges out there with Cameron Johnson. And it's Claxton in at the power forward.
Strong defense awareness pays off for Wood, putting good coverage on the shooter.
Mavericks leading by 16.
Well, Christian Wood has shown himself capable of being a 20-10 guy. But now he's looking to show he can be a winner as well.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
And for Brooklyn, they're shooting at 46%, making some buckets. And Simmons slams it in.
And at his size, all Simmons needs is prime-time positioning, and he's golden. A fantastic dunker.
And you hear about impacting winning? How does Wood, Greg, take the next step in that regard?
Well, Kevin, we know he can make shots and block shots. I think it's just about consistency and decision-making. And then defensively, I think he's more than capable.
And he recovers it.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting one of the past 4 shots to fall.
Bridges with the steal. Dinwiddie left side. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
And Mr. Perfect gets it to go.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's an 18-point game. Dallas has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Mr. Perfect. That shot off. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Bridges against Irving. Bridges passes to Simmons. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
A physical presence. Simmons is 6'11", nearly 250 pounds. He can easily absorb the hit.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Another 3 for Dallas.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Dinwiddie outside. Simmons against Wood. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Mikal Bridges has found it through the last couple of years. 5 years removed.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching.
Hey, congrats on the win. Now, it looked like you were in attack mode from...
I'm just trying to win. Coach told me before the game.
And I wasn't kidding. I really did get a tattoo that says 2K23.
No, wait, this is real?
This is real.
That's crazy. When did you get this?
At Summer League.
I love it.
So where are you going to get yours?
We'll have to figure that out for next season.
2K TV.
Yeah, right there. Maybe I'll put my win-loss percentage right across my face.
Okay, well,
Won't be a long tattoo.
Well, at this early stage of the season, what's the biggest challenge for a team, Grant?
Well, you know, B.A., early on, some teams know what kind of club they are. But for a lot of teams that had some turnover or coaching change, it's about finding who you are, finding your identity, figuring out what style is going to work.
So the opening lineup for the Mavericks. They've got Reggie Bullock. Luka Doncic is out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Christian Wood. And it's Mr. Perfect in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Batase. And he makes it on the layup.
Well, you have to be cognizant of where people are when the shot goes up. Defenders not blocking out in that instance.
Pass to Mr. Perfect. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
Luka Doncic made it known early in his career he is one of the best passers in the NBA.
Here's Suggs. Wagner outside. Fultz with it from outside the arc. They get it back. Here's Banchero, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, what tenacity on the boards. Banchero takes pleasure in capitalizing on the offensive glass. You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there. Offensively, Banchero is a difference maker. Not just with the talent, but with his relentless approach.
Here's Suggs. His last outing, he had 24 points. Fultz can't get it to go. Outside Irving. Pass to Mr. Perfect. The 3 is up. And the Mavericks, another 3. Grant, you watch Banchero. He's got a rare mix of moves for a big man.
Yeah, B.A., the perfect combination of size, strength, and skill. Crosses up defenders well, spin moves, excellent body control, and he uses his body to shield the ball when he's driving through the lane.
Dallas has gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Fultz can't get it to go.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Mr. Perfect gets the bucket.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Orlando calls timeout. You know, one thing Kyrie Irving has talked about is reclaiming his power, Grant.
Well, he has stopped listening to the outside voices telling him what to do, finding his own purpose and his identity. And at times, that's meant being something of a renegade.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Banchero lays it up and banks it in. Banchero's got his second basket of the night.
He will muscle his way down the lane. Watch out when Banchero comes tumbling by.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
They're taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
Powell, he's checked in for Bullock. Outside Fultz. Pass to Suggs. Lets it go from deep. Here's Wagner. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Guys, when you're talking about young players, the first thing I want to know is, do they have passion and enthusiasm for the game? Franz Wagner, he's got every bit of that.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
There are a couple things that stand out right away when I think about Franz Wagner. The first is what a great cutter he is. Timing, feel, when to go, when not to. And he's also very capable putting it on the deck and driving open areas.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Isaac outside. Anthony outside. They get the rebound. Here's Bowl. And too long on the shot. And here's Dallas. They're on a 16-6 run. And the call will be against Mo Wagner. That's his first foul of the game. Sharp movement is part of what makes Wagner such a tough cover, Doors.
Yeah, and I think PA is going to stay a tough cover for a long time. He's got excellent instincts, strong fundamentals. Wagner's game is only going to grow the more experience he gets.
Isaac outside. Back to Anthony. A little mid-range shot is up. Hauled in by McGee.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Pass to Mr. Perfect. Jacks up a three. Another three for Dallas.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Here's Bull. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And once again, off the mark by Orlando. Pass to Hardy. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Orlando calls timeout. The last time they came together was in Dallas, where they fell to the Mavericks.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
Kleba, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Isaac outside. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the paint. Wagner comes up empty down low. Here's Mr. Perfect. And the Mavericks, another three.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Wagner for three. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Dallas out in front by 19 going into the break. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
Band your Magic Youth Dance Team.
We welcome you back to second. Mavericks will go for a different look here. On the court right now for Dallas. Dwight Powell out there with Tim Hardaway. Then there's Christian Wood. Then it's Hardy. And it's Mr. Perfect in at the point guard position. Now here's Wagner. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Anthony with it. Guarded now by Wood. Just 5 on the clock. And Anthony hits from deep.
As comfortable as anybody from deep. You cannot leave Cole Anthony open.
The Mavericks have gotten 7 shots out of 14 attempts in the second quarter.
Boy, guys, you look at the history of the Magic, and there has been episodic success driven by great players. Penny Hardaway and Shaquille O'Neal, of course, and Dwight Howard.
Orlando's gone 50% from the perimeter in this second, shooting 4 of 8. Outside Fultz. Back to Anthony. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. And Doris, the Magic have come so close to a title twice.
Right, B.A. 2 trips to the NBA Finals, led respectively by 2 dominant centers, Shaquille O'Neal and Dwight Howard. The fans dying for another chance. Hopefully, with the building they're doing now, they don't have to wait too much longer.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, it's a new day in Orlando. Magic head coach Jamal Mosley continues to lay the foundation for the team they want to be. A, quote, tough-talking, tied-together defensive team that plays offensively with pace, space, and the pass. Brian, say that 5 times fast.
Well done, Allie. Thank you. It'll be fun to watch him build. Here's Mr. Perfect after the basket by Orlando. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. Anthony misses. Here's Hardy, defended by Wagner. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Personal foul.
First one falls for him.
At the line for the Mavericks.
Both shots good from the strike. "32 seconds left to play in the second quarter."
Well, that's 2 fouls on him early. He'll have to be careful not to pick up another one.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the first half.
Boy, now you have to think about pulling him. 3 fouls already in this half. A 4th would be inexcusable.
And he drops the first.
Well, guys, certainly Markelle Fultz had a rocky start with his first organization, but the change of scenery has helped him immensely, and I think he's proven, while still finding his footing, that there is a place for him at this level.
Mr. Perfect gets the bucket. 33 points for him.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Magic shooting just 34% so far in this one. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Anthony outside. And that one's good. Anthony's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, Cole Anthony is unafraid to take on anybody willing to finish through contact. Yes, sir.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. A huge
32. The Mavericks, 56.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
That's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
Filling out the wings, it'll be Suggs and Wagner. Goga Batadze is out there with Banchero, and it's Fultz in at the 1. That's who's out there for Orlando. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second personal foul.
And the first one at the line is good. Green's check in for the Mavericks.
Goga Batadze at the line for 2.
So he gets them both. Here's Doncic. He's got 7. 4-3. Mr. Perfect gets the bucket.
Boy, there is an artistry and a feel to Luka Doncic's game. This guy is elite with his playmaking. We have learned in a very brief period of time that there is absolutely nothing on a basketball court that Luka Doncic can't do. He is no doubt amongst the very big-time superstars in this league. Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot, but right now this guy is cooking.
Pass to Mr. Perfect. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 7 tonight. And stolen by Green. Now here's Wood. And Wood with the stuff.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And Wagner gets it to go. And how about Luka Doncic? I mean, how remarkable, Doris.
B.A., his numbers are insane when you consider how young he is. In his career, averaging more than 25 points, over 8 boards.
Good! Another from 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make, tying him for 2nd in most threes in a game. Outside Fultz. Pass to Banchero. 5 on the clock. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Banchero's got 6 here in the quarter.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support.
Connects again from distance.
And of course it falls for him. And that 3 pushing him into the record books.
He is now tied for the most threes in a game. An incredible shooting night for him on a night we'll never forget. Doncic against Fultz. And he he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
He pushed a little too hard there trying to close the gap. And yes, he paid the price.
That's a big miscue, and you hate to see that happen at this point in the game.
And the Magic making a change here. Isaac's checked in. McGee, he's checked in for and again for 3.
And that is a 3 that will put him in the record books.
Oh, an historic performance by an historic shooter. One of the best games anybody has ever had.
He takes a breather from his ongoing three-point barrage. What a game.
Doing damage on the road. You talk about a big-time performance.
I'm not sure I've seen a player this dialed in from deep. Every time he lets it fly, you know it's going to fall.
The Mavericks making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And it's time for an injury report.
The head athletic trainer for the Mavericks let me know the status. He told me that it's a pinched shoulder nerve. And right now, he has lost all range of motion in his arm. And this early in the season, I'm sure they're willing to give him any time he needs to make a full recovery. Back over to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. Appreciate the update. Obviously, guys, you hate to see an injury like this.
Yeah, just so tough. It comes with the territory of being a professional athlete. But yes, here's hoping he recovers soon.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Pass to Suggs. Here's Bull. He's checked by Kleba. Back to Suggs. Shot clock at 6. The Mavericks pull it in. McGee's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Mr. Perfect. Good! That's another bucket! 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
And here's Anthony. Pass to Suggs. Back to Isaac. Anthony outside. And the basket is good. Anthony's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Hardaway finds Doncic. Here's Mr. Perfect from deep. The shot is good. Doncic making the play.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And so it's Dallas, way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be back in a moment. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, this is why great point guard play is so critical in today's NBA, and you see it right there on display.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. All right, time for an injury report. And now Allie LaForce has an update on Kyrie Irving. What do you have, Allie?
Thanks. I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Mavericks. Judging by the instability in the elbow area, they suspected a torn ligament. That has now been confirmed. But the outlook is pretty dire. He said the injury will need treatment and rehab, and that it looks like the road to recovery could be a long one.
All right, Allie, thank you. Sadly, that's not the news fans were hoping for, guys.
Definitely not. Seems like he's got a long, tough road ahead of him.
And our hearts go out to him. The guy works so hard. His teammates love him. Coaches love him. He's going to be missed.
On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter. Dwight Powell out there with Maxi Kleba. Then it's Green. Then it's Hardy. And it's Mr. Perfect in at the point. Now the Magic with it. A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. Carter Williams, no good. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Mr. Perfect gets the bucket.
You have to show more effort defensively. Everyone knows he can do that from deep.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
To the right side. Here's Carter Williams. Drops in the layup for two. Carter Williams has gotten his first points in this one.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
Yeah, he has that fight in him. Love the aggression at the rim when they are trying to claw back into the game. They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
Back to Harris. Wagner inside. Shoots over Hardy, and it's Wagner missing. Dallas has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. The Magic have gone 2 for 7 from the field here in the fourth. Not great. Harris outside. And the impact of international players in the NBA. It's climbing dramatically. Doris, in 1990, they played less than 5% of available minutes. Now it's more than 20%.
Well, the beauty is it's not just about the increase in numbers. It's the players at the top level in the NBA. Look at the MVP race last season. The top 3 were all international. I love it. It's a good sign for the game. We want the best players regardless of where they're from.
Here's Carter Williams from 10 feet away. That one off the back iron and out. Here are the Mavericks now with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Powell's shot is off. For Orlando, they've gotten just 3 of 9 shots to go in. Struggling this fourth quarter. Pass to Wagner. Not going to go that time. Oh, great D that time from Powell.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Mavericks.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And with this one, they go double digits in the win column.
And even though this season series was only 2 games, a sweep is still a sweep.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Mr. Perfect.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
And Powell with the stuff.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And so here is Orlando. Pass to Harris. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. And stolen by Green. Here's Hardy. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And they knew it wasn't going to be easy to win on the road, but they've controlled the pace on this one.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
Here's a Kiki. Here's Carter Williams.
Dallas foul. Hardy. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Magic, MCW. Taking 2
First
shots.
one falls. And so Dallas takes this one by a big margin. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next.
Great game tonight. You guys really dominated on offense, and you in particular.
Oh, man. I think you saw tonight what this team is capable of.
Y'all give me a 5-minute break. All right, y'all. Your boy is back. Your boy is back.
So what's the big emergency? Someone die or something?
Look, it's Othello.
So what does that have to do with me?
You're Freddie's pet project.
What are you thinking?
You can fight back. Look, if Othello's the only one trying to ship you off, then he's creating a you versus him situation.
Okay.
Make it so he has to leave, not you.
And how do we do that then?
There are ways.
Yeah. See, this is a PR problem. Othello wants to trade you? Fine. We're going to make sure that everybody knows that he's doing that out of spite and paranoia, not for the good of the team.
If we can make your case persuasively, we can get the press on your side. And once national press starts calling for a GM's job, very rare that they survive.
You know what, guys? I appreciate all the fun little capers you have planned for me. But like I said, I'm good. Wait, if they want to trade me, let them trade me.
No, MP, think
let
about
them trade
this.
me.
And Pete, wait!
What?
We have a date tonight, remember?
Listen,
City
man,
View.
I'm not in the mood for City View right now.
Okay, I get it, but I just think it would be good for you to take your mind off all this for a second.
Fine. But I just want to be alone right now.
Okay, it's understandable. Why don't we just meet up there after the game?
All right, that's fine.
Hey, we're gonna get through this, okay? I love you.
I love you too.
Game early before launch.
Yeah, so we've been doing this for like 3 years now, this type of event, and it's been awesome. Like, it's probably one of the most helpful things we have because we work all year, and we're in our little silo, we're building our game, and we think it's in a good state, but until you get these players who play all year long, and they're representing the My Team community, the My Player community, you know, rec, the pro guys, like basically everyone's kind of got their little.
With teams still figuring out rotations, Brent, at this point of the season, many players are unsure about their status in the lineup.
Yeah, if you're not a veteran team or a team that's been together for a lot of years, Kevin, this is about battling for minutes to show you're capable of handling that responsibility, and that mentality is important to the coaching staff. So you got to be ready. You got to be prepared for those minutes. You got to produce.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Green is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then it's Christian Wood. Then it's Mr. Perfect. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position.
And the all-around game of Doncic, not just a scorer, but a great dime dropper as well. Notices his open teammates quickly.
Now here's Kuzma. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
I briefly spoke with Wes Unseld Jr. He's looking forward to this first meeting between these teams. He told his guys, this is a fantastic opportunity to show what we've got and what we're about. But we have to protect the rim at all costs, even if that allows them to get an open shot from time to time. Well, it's an interesting strategy, guys. We'll see if it works.
All right, thank you, David.
That's 0 for 4 now. Time to slow it down and maybe get the best possible shot the next time down.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
Yeah, that's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Another 3 for Dallas.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. And this matchup with the Mavericks, it's the first meeting of the season.
It's an East versus West matchup tonight. First meeting of the year between these two.
Yeah, fun to see maybe strangers because you just aren't familiar with these faces here tonight. This will be a very exciting game to watch.
We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Beal. Gafford trying to break free. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
There's a feel that Porzingis has to the game, and the more comfortable he is in these kind of settings, he'll rack up some assists.
And over the last couple of seasons, it feels like the Washington Wizards roster is in constant flux. I mean, from role players to all-stars, guys coming in and out.
Man, they're making everything and look confident. 5 shots, 5 makes.
Kuzma outside. Morris against Doncic. Here's Beal. No good that time. Some solid defense from Mr. Perfect. For Washington, how difficult, Greg, is it to win when your roster changes, as you were just talking about? It changes so much from year to year.
It's really tough. I mean, take Spencer Dinwiddie. He signs a big 3-year deal, traded 6 months later. So when things like that happen, it's so difficult to create chemistry.
And here is Morris following the 3 from Mr. Perfect. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. And Mr. Perfect gets it to go.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Kuzma outside. Pass to Gafford. Wizards passing it around. Here's Porzingis. The Mavericks pull it in.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time it hits him.
And Mr. Perfect gets it to go.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Morris passes to Gafford. Porzingis trying to get free. Gafford misses.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Their 3rd 3-pointer in a row.
Morris kicks to Beal. Back to Morris. There's 47 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And another miss by Washington. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. Mr. Perfect, good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Timeout.
Doncic has got 6 assists here tonight. Washington calls timeout. Nice game. Great performance from Mr. Perfect.
And he's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Taj Gibson's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Avdia comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. And Goodwin subbed in for Morris. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Powell, he's checked in for Wood. Reggie Bullock comes in for Maxi Kleber. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Green. And it's Hardy in for Doncic.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Here's Goodwin.
A real struggle to shoot the ball in that first quarter.
No good again that time. Here's Mr. Perfect. Another 3 for Dallas.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
And the buzzer sounds, and the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. Mavericks ahead, just dominating this one.
32. DC family, your Wizards.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin for the Mavericks here, guys.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
They've got Taj Gibson, Kendrick Nunn out there with Goodwin, and there's Porzingis, and it's Avdia in at the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Wizards. Now, here's Nunn. Tight defense on him, 6 to shoot. No good on his first attempt of the game. So for the Wizards, their last game, a loss to the Hornets in Charlotte.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Yeah, never stopped working.
Substitution on the court.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played, let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Now, Kristaps Porzingis famously earned the nickname the Unicorn for his combination of size and skill. Former All-Star, injuries have held him back. But now a new team presents a new opportunity. KP says, I'm going to take my game to the next level because my body is going to be healthy, and that's it. Well, Kevin, let's hope so.
Absolutely. He has had injuries along the way, but the talent is obvious. David, thanks. Count that bucket.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And while you can't get it all back in one possession, just stay after it, keep attacking, and see what happens.
Pass to Avdia. And it's Goodwin in the corner. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Lets the three fly. Offensive rebound. Kleba, the pass to Powell. Up and in on the layup.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
Just 3 on the clock. A shot off that time. And so it's Dallas with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough.
The Mavericks, 50.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We're seeing a tremendous game from Mr. Perfect.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
I think he's enjoying it too. So rare to have an offensive explosion from him. You know his teammates are loving that as well.
On the court for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleba is out there with Green. Then it's Mr. Perfect. Then it's Christian Wood. And it's Doncic in at the one. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big games. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
First trip to the line for him here. And a player opt-out for Kyle Kuzma after this season. GA probably hoping to earn himself a raise.
Yeah, and he's a worker looking to round out his game and take that next step as he's just entering his prime.
There's all these little attributes to Kyle Kuzma's game that you start to see show themselves. He's developing.
Connects again from distance.
Hey, guys, this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for third now, most threes in a game.
The points, GA, just keep piling up, and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from beyond the arc. Porzingis finds Kuzma, and he gets it to go. Kuzma's got 4 points in the quarter.
Kuzma absorbing contact, focusing on the rim, and why not get the finish?
The pass to Mr. Perfect. Wood trying to free him. Good! Another from 3.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep. And again it will fall. Basket good there from Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect's got 46 points. So it's Washington now. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. Pass to Beal. From the arc. Kleba with the rebound. Kleba's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting and again for 3.
3-point
Splashes home another 3, and he moves into second place all time with that make for a game.
Greg, you have to think that every time he releases the ball from deep, it's going to go in. He just keeps raining it down on him.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And another one falls.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. For Washington, they've had just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Pass to Beal, and they get it. That doesn't go either for Beal.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
Kleba, the pass to Mr. Perfect. For 3. A new 14 for the Mavericks. Bucket is good.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Pass to Porzingis. Fades back. It's hauled in by Wood.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Wizards. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Going inside, 5 to shoot. Here's Beal on the mark with the 15-footer. Beal's got 14 points for the game.
Well, Beal can really score just about anywhere. Don't be surprised when he knocks down shots from the mid-range.
And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. And the pass to Morris. Back to Beal. Passes it to Morris. Kuzma outside. The three-pointer off the mark.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Pass to Gafford. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Wood with the block.
Man, an aggressive block there by Wood. He's not going to shy away from competing defensively.
Hands it from downtown.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Beal can't get it to go. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks able to put on a show for the ages. And with as many three-pointers as they've trained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got good one. Gill is out there with Taj Gibson. Then it's Avdia, and it's Nunn, and it's shooting guard. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Here's Doncic. Here's Mr. Perfect. Another possession, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. The Wizards shooting a ghastly 26% from the field. Their offensive game looking completely out of whack. Avdia, the pass to Gill. Nunn looking around. Pass to Gill. Over Morris. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. And Mr. Perfect gets it to go.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Now here's Goodwin, guarded by Doncic. Avdia kicks to Nunn. Wizards passing it around. Avdia gets the bucket.
That's unblockable unless they can get a bigger man on him. Got to learn your lesson.
So it's the Mavericks now. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That game marks the start of a 5-game homestand, their longest of the season. The Wizards have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Goodwin with it. McGee's there. Here's Avdia. Mavericks with the rebound. Emmanuel Ginobili, recently inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame, and you won a couple rings with that guy. Give us some memories you can share about the great Ginobili.
Oh, man. Manu is absolutely one of my favorite teammates of all time, Kevin, and one of the most delightful people that you ever could be around. I just think about the practices and the plane rides and him just joking around, and then something happens. He gets on the floor, it gets into the fourth quarter, it's time to win, and it's basically Manu Ginobili time. So I'm thrilled that he's in the Hall of Fame, and he deserves every bit of it.
From downtown, Mr. Perfect can't hit. Wizards have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining.
Morris inside. Defended by none. Morris with the bucket. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Dallas?
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
And there's the pass to Mr. Perfect. Beyond the arc. Rebound, Washington. Gibson's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. You can safely say mission accomplished now for the Mavericks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across. Good! Another from 3.
And of course it falls for him. That 3 pushes him into the history books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget. And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. Connects again from distance.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful 3.
A new single-game record, GA, in a night that everyone will remember for the rest of their lives.
And he takes a breather from his ongoing three-point barrage. What a...
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure did. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.
I told y'all that nigga wasn't gonna be like that forever, man. Y'all thought it was a game. I told y'all he wasn't gonna be like that forever. Here you go. Here you go.
Thanks, John. I was just happy to contribute to this victory. I really don't get caught up in all the individuals' numbers. My eyes are always on the final score.
Well, you certainly helped take care of that tonight as well. What can you say about the team effort, though, tonight?
It was a great team effort. We managed to channel the intensity of the crowd into our play and really locked in on defense. Oh, and on offense, we were knocking down open looks. I got a couple open shots to fall. We were able to pull away.
Oh, man.
I told you we'd have a good time.
This was great. This was great.
Good.
Hey, I'm sorry for blowing up on you the other day. This is just, it's really hard for me to deal with. It's too much at times.
I know, but you don't have to figure it out alone. You've got a whole team just here to support you.
There's nothing to figure out, though. Like, we go wherever they send me. That's how this league works.
You're serious?
Mila, what other choice do I have?
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I'm on my rookie contract. We can literally go wherever they send me.
Unless you fight.
Well, like Ricky said.
No, not like Ricky said. Ricky and Ashley want you to wage war in the press. I just want you to be you.
Yeah, well, me being me is what got me here.
No, I want you to be the best version of you on the court. Make it impossible for Othello to trade you without looking like a fool.
What do you think I'm doing? Giving half effort? Mila, I am working myself to the bone right now.
I know. I think it's time to work a little harder. The MP that I fell in love with would not just roll over and give up like this.
I'm not giving up. That's not what I'm doing.
Dig your heels in. I mean, you said you wanted to start a family here. Did you mean that?
Of course I meant that. This is where I want to... Thank you, sir. This is where I want to be. I just don't know what I'm supposed to be doing right now.
Okay, well, if you want it, fight for it. If you have anything left in the tank, it's time to give it. I've seen you overcome impossible odds before, MP. Have you forgotten about college already?
No, I have not forgotten about college.
Then dig deep. Do it again. I know it's in you. I mean, do you want... Okay.
Like, we focus on gameplay for this event, and they come in with very fresh perspectives of 23, right? So they've been on it all year long, so their brains there. They're still using like kind of exploits or things that they really like in 23 to try to be successful. So they come in trying to do those things right away, and they see that a lot of things have been fixed or changed. And so for us, it's helpful for them to remember, because we've been in the trenches for so long. Like, some of the things that they thought they'd be complaining about, like, oh yeah, we fixed that 3 months ago. And so it's helpful for us to just be reassured that some of those things are gone, and now they gotta look for new exploits to
exactly.
beat people with.
Go break the game. That's what I tell them. Go break the game and be honest with Mike. Don't just come in here and tell them things you like, find things you don't like. What's it been like for you and all your gameplay team to like meet the community and interact with the community, and then have them playing the product before launch? Is it a pretty cool feeling to build that relationship? And you said this is the 3rd year in a row. How's it been over the years, and how's that affected the gameplay?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're bringing back, at least today, there's at least 4 or 5 returning people. So we've already have kind of relationship and a rapport, and the first time some of these guys came in, it wasn't like they're ready to just give us their raw feedback. They're trying to be polite, they're trying not to get in our faces on stuff, but now they're ready. They're very, very...
These early season games are always interesting to watch for me. Players are finding their rhythm. Smitty, they're trying new things they worked on in the offseason.
It's all about staying the course, BA. Some off-season training won't pay off right away. You gotta be patient and figure out what works and what doesn't.
So here's Portland's starting group. Lillard and Sharp are the guards. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. And it's Reddish in at the 3 slot. Oh, Grant throws it down.
the high basketball IQ of Damian Lillard showing up, moving the ball to the open man.
Mr. Perfect gets the bucket.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Outside Reddish. Pass to Nurkic. Back to Reddish. Beyond the arc. First shot won't go. Dallas has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Here's Mr. Perfect. Fires from deep. And the Mavericks, another 3.
And another one from distance. He's hot, and they keep feeding him.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. Reddish misses. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor.
After 9 seasons together in Portland, the backcourt duo of Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum are no longer teammates. C.J. sent to New Orleans.
Here's Sharp. His last outing, he had 18 points. Green with the defensive effort.
And maybe it's the adrenaline talking, but they're 1 for 4 to start this game. Need to settle down.
Doncic passes to Wood. Here's Mr. Perfect. There's the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. He's got 12. Boy, that Lillard-McCollum combination, Smitty. You think it was time to break them up?
You know, I think both were getting a little older. Defensively, their size was a bit of an issue. But I love this scoring duo. They were incredible, B.A. Some great memories in Rip City for Dame and C.J.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Timeout called, Portland.
There's no way coach likes this effort level. They need to refocus.
It's so easy to get run over when you lose even a little edge. Look for them to come out much more aggressive.
The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. Pass to Sharp. Reddish against Green. Oh, they get a hand on it. Kleba with a steal. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. Here's Mr. Perfect. And that comes off the assist by Green.
I just love the ball movement.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Sharp. To stop the run. And it's good on the lay-in.
Yeah, not afraid to finish at the rim. Sharp, just relentless.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty. 12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Outside Reddish. Pass to Graham. Here's Sharp. Six on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Second shot opportunity. There's the double with Doncic. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so here's Portland. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. He buries it from 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row. And Yusuf Nurkic, a solid role player, fits well into any team environment. A great passer and doesn't need touches to contribute.
Now here's Reddish. Last game for him, he had 14. Here's Nurkic. Pass to Sharp. Over Wood. It's wide right, hits off the rim.
Hard to catch up when you can't hit shots. This is a quarter he liked to forget.
Mr. Perfect drops in the 3. He's got 27.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
Now here's Reddish. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. To the middle. Here's Sharp. Oh, he Goes up high for the two-handed slam.
And this guy has some bounce. Always fun seeing Sharp hammer it home.
Mr. Perfect gets the bucket.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Lillard outside. Pass to Graham. Here's Sharp. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks. A huge 24-point lead for them. They've had incredible success. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
And also the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
JaVale McGee out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Reggie Bullock. Then it's Tim Hardaway. And it's Mr. Perfect in at point guard. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Thibault passes to Simons. Mavericks with a rebound. They defeated Washington in their last game.
Dialing it in from range on the road is never easy to do, but they pulled it off and played a great game.
Yeah, and you could see the crowd's reaction. Every make, it wasn't pretty.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Pass to Thibault. Here's Little. Shot clock at 6. Can't connect from short range. And the Mavericks with possession here. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. This is the first time they've seen Portland this season.
And despite the difference in talent level, these teams were fairly evenly matched last year.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
In the past, you'd see coaches use the fire and brimstone approach. We don't see that much anymore, Smitty.
No, times have changed. It's still okay to get emotional and do some hard coaching, but now you have to stay in control, or sometimes you will lose the players' respect.
Here's Mr. Perfect. And the Mavericks, another three.
His production from range has been nothing short of astounding.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Pass to Bullock. Now here's Hardaway. Here's Hardy. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Here's Bullock. Again, the Mavericks good for 2 more.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
To the left wing. Eubanks inside. He's working on Morris. And it's Thibault missing.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
All you see is a lot of frustration. Someone needs to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
And yep, it's good.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Simon. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. The Mavericks on top, running away with this one. And we'll be back. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. Lillard and Sharp are the guards, and it's Reddish in at the 3 spot. Pass to Sharp, launches it. Rebounded by Green.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
And here's Doncic. Here's Wood. And Wood with the stuff.
Trust Doncic to make smart moves with the ball. He puts it in the hands of a guy with a wide open shot.
The Trailblazers shooting just 24% on this one. Not great. Outside Reddish. Here's Sharp. He's got 6. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. Here's Mr. Perfect. Good! Another from 3.
And this is a historic shooting night for him. Tied for 3rd now for most threes in a game.
And the points keep piling up and the threes keep dropping in. He is red hot from downtown. Inside. And that one's good. Sharp. Sharp's got 8 points.
And his athleticism is big for Sharp in the post. And he can finish with either hand as well. So he'll get a lot of points down low there in his career.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Yeah, they have a long way to go, but attacking the rim like that is a great way to start a comeback. And you talk about a basketball family. Jeremy Grant's father was a pro. His uncle, his brothers, I mean, plenty of competition growing up.
And even though Jeremy grew up around the game, you know, success wasn't handed to him, Grant.
Not at all. I mean, he was a 2nd-round pick out of Syracuse. And he's really had to prove himself as an NBA player. He has truly come a long way.
And so Grant nails them both.
He came into this league as a defensive specialist. Now Jeremy Grant is becoming an offensive powerhouse.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Connects again from distance.
He is unstoppable. It's again from beyond the arc.
What an historic night for him shooting the ball. He now stands by himself for 3rd place in most threes. Nurkic finds Lillard. Down low. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Reddish misses.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Pass to Mr. Perfect. For 3. And no good. And it's Portland the other way. Here's Grant. And the bucket is good. Grant's got 4 points this quarter.
What I love about Jeremy Grant is he has no trouble taking contact and shooting over people.
Mr. Perfect gets the bucket.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
For Portland, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Pass to Sharp. Wood against Nurkic. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid D from Wood. From deep. And yes, another basket. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
The Trailblazers shooting a very low 27% so far in this one. Here's Reddish. And the three off target.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Mr. Perfect. And a miss there on the triple. Portland has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Sharp. Doncic pulls down the board. Doncic has got his 5th rebound in this one.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot. They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
To halt the run. And there's the call on Yusuf Nurkic. That's his first foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. McGee, he's checked in for Christian Wood. Bullock comes in for Kleba. And Hardaway is subbed in for Green. Eubanks, he's checked in for Portland. Simons comes in for Sharp. Good! Another from 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Simons outside. Back to Lillard. The 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. And Dallas with possession. They're on a 20-6 run. Pass to McGee. Now Hardaway. Another one falls for Dallas.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
The Mavericks have gotten 8 of 11 shots to go in. Efficient so far in the third. Mr. Perfect. Again! What an avalanche! 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Here's Lillard. Ooh, McGee with the block. And so it's Dallas showing no mercy and just piling it on. Looking dominant and focused right now. They've kept their concentration on limiting Damian Lillard, and it's been working. Time for a quick break. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
So it's the Mavericks taking care of business in this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Steve Smith, this is Brian Anderson.
Congratulations, you guys really pulled away thanks to you finding the bucket. How does it feel?
Man, you know, it feels good. It feels great, Nate.
I want to talk to you about what's going on with Othello.
What do you mean?
Word travels fast in this business.
So you want to...
So when you can just have a conversation about things, and it helps them too, right? They can bring up points and things they don't like, and we can just talk to them about things and how the game is built, and they understand why some decisions are made, and they help us guide us too. They help guide our decisions of what they think things should be like, and we can change accordingly. So the game is for the community. So we're always trying to just do our best to make the game that they want.
All right, I know the community wants to hear the details about 20.
Now, Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Plumlee, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard. A very nice moment for MP. It was announced he was the NBA Player of the Week.
And hard to argue with that choice given the numbers MP put up. He was a man on a mission all week long.
Doncic, so multifaceted, a stat sheet stuffer supreme. He does everything, including dropping dimes.
Now here's Westbrook. His last outing with 20 points. Covington with it. He's picked up by Doncic. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And that's what a coach loves to see in a close game. Just put your head down and make something happen.
Here's Westbrook. After Luka Doncic's bucket, George. And George with the stuff.
Yep, Westbrook seems to have a sixth sense for those kinds of openings, knows exactly where the gap is, and finds his teammate perfect.
As one of the biggest stars in the NBA, Russell Westbrook, Clark, puts a lot of energy into his charity work.
Yeah, he really does, and I don't know how many people really recognize that, but I know he's appreciated for it. He started the Why Not Foundation to help underserved communities, and they're doing some great work. Russ said, why not? Has always been his attitude whenever he's pursuing a tough goal, and thus he named his foundation the same way.
Pass to Mr. Perfect. Good on the triple. Mr. Perfect's got a couple of threes now on the first for the man.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside, George, the three. It's rebounded by Dallas, and this is the first season matchup for them against this Clippers team.
And we'll see if anything's different this year, because they didn't match up well with this team last year, getting swept in the season series.
Not what you'd expect when you look at the standings. I think this game is important to them to try and turn the tables here.
And here's Covington following the three from Mr. Perfect. Pass to Covington. It's George on the wing. Puts it up. And it's George again missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there toward the deep.
Mr. Perfect can't hit. Last game for the Mavericks, they picked up the W against the Trailblazers. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Dallas leading by 5.
2 minutes.
On the wing, Doncic. He's covered by Westbrook. Passes to Mr. Perfect. From outside the arc. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And that's 12 points for Mr. Perfect.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
The Mavericks will go for a different look here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Christian Wood. Mike Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. Reggie Bullock, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Hardy in for Doncic. Now, here's Zubac. Really played well against Houston in his last outing. Back to Powell. Outside Gordon. Shot clock at 5. And just miss after miss right now.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
Wasted no time on that one. And that's 15 points for Mr. Perfect.
And they are starting to pull away here as the shots continue to fall.
Yeah, I agree with you. A big run taking place right now, and it looks to be the beginning of the end.
Now, here is Morris. Gordon inside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
During the summer of 2021, the Mavericks had some major changes. Longtime head coach Rick Carlisle left after 13 years in Dallas, and they also got a new GM.
First free throw is good.
And, you know, when Gordon is healthy, he's extremely effective. I mean, he's a high motor player who strokes it well from deep, actually strokes it well from everywhere.
Both free throws good from Eric Gordon. Mavericks leading by 9. Takes the 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And here is Los Angeles now after the three-pointer from Mr. Perfect. Back to Gordon. Releases. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. To be out of position, you could see the frustration on his face. The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Powell inside. Shoots over Bullock. The shot by Powell, no good. And so it's Dallas. Their lead at 15 going into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll take a quick break and then back to the... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Mavericks.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And I really liked how they've moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
Maxi Kleber is out there with Hardaway. Then it's Christian Wood. Then it's Mr. Perfect. And it's Doncic in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
And you watch the way Doncic runs this offense. He's become a master at the pick and roll. Incredible to see someone run it to perfection.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Another 3 for Dallas.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Westbrook finds Covington. Oh, that's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
The Mavericks making a change here. Green's checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Plumlee's checked in. Completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Plumlee. Marcus Morris comes in for Robert Covington. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Mann subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And with Doncic in the pick-and-roll game, he's so good at such a young age.
It's amazing how well he reads the defense, but he can also freeze the defender or create confusion with that hesitation. He has all the tricks to run it.
Here's Mann. McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Clippers trail by 21. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the half. Over to the left wing. Here's Mann, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. 26 seconds left here in the second.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Mavericks leading by 21.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
The pass to Mr. Perfect. Driving to the basket. Yep, that one goes. That's now 32 points for Mr. Perfect.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And so it's Dallas in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been very effective in locking down Russell Westbrook. And we've got more in 2K. There wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We're seeing a tremendous game for Mr. Perfect.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Plumlee out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point. Well, Clark, here's an interesting stat trend of the 2022 season. More shots are taken from three-point range, but fewer makes on average per shot.
Yeah, the volume has gone up, but the makes have not. You know, more teams are launching triples, and more defenses, quite honestly, Kevin, are focused on challenging those shots. Not surprising to see the numbers trending in the direction you mentioned.
Here's George, and the layup's good off the glass. 13 points for Paul George.
When George starts to heat up like that, it elevates his whole team. They're loving the scoring right now.
Mr. Perfect. And the three off target. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. A chance here to get a quick injury report. We've got a chance now to check up on Norman Powell's status. David?
Hey, guys, the head athletic trainer of the Clippers was able to update me on the situation. It's an issue with his hand. It doesn't look very serious right now, but there is some nagging soreness there. While the season isn't very old, this is still distressing to hear, and somebody is going to have to pick up the slack while he's out. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Dave, thanks. Sounds like he won't be out for too long. They grabbed their own miss.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Kleba with it. Westbrook picks him up. The 3 for Doncic. Buries it from three-point range. Doncic has got 9.
Way downtown, Doncic testing the limits of his range there.
And the Clippers call time here. And Clark, don't you have to admire the way the Mavericks are always looking to compete?
Yeah, I like that, Kevin. It's a good point by you. It starts at the top of the organization. I mean, the team has really avoided any kind of lengthy rebuild. To their credit, they want to win, and this team is definitely capable of doing that.
And the Clippers making a change here. Powell's checked in. Clippers have gotten just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Back to Westbrook. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Four on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Pass to Mr. Perfect. And there's the foul. It'll go on Christian Wood. That's his first foul.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
An emphatic rejection that was. Boy, you got to appreciate that kind of forceful in-your-face defense.
Zubats is checked in for Plumlee. Here's Powell. Christian Wood grabs the rebound. Wood's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Mr. Perfect. No good with the triple. LA has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD. The 2 players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. We'll hit those all day long. David, thank you.
Oh, man, still a goose egg for him in the scoring column. And you look at all the things Doncic can do. One in particular, he can control the pace of the game.
And, Greg, I love that about him. His size, his strength, his savvy, his skill set. You really can't speed him up at the offensive end. Everything he does is at his pace and his tempo. He methodically breaks you.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And, boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports.
Oh, I'm hearing you're thinking about staying after all.
Yeah, things got a little emotional the other day, and this is where I want to be ultimately.
Great. Well, now all we got to do is game plan.
Oh, wait. So Mila and I, we discussed, and we think we want to avoid the press in this. Just put my head down, focus, play the best basketball that I can play, because if Othello wants to trade me, he's...
Look, I'm not saying you can't do the whole good soldier routine, but... Dog, to play so well that a trade is impossible without doing any maneuvering in the press, I mean, that's extremely difficult.
Impossible.
Look, why don't you just play as well as you can while trying to work the press in your favor? I mean, it's the best of both worlds.
But isn't doing all that behind-the-scenes stuff bad for my brand?
Exactly.
Like, Ashley, what do you think?
Okay, it's a possibility that it could hurt your image, but that is a very remote possibility, okay? No one will blame you for wanting to stay on your own team.
Okay. Now, I just want to play this thing straight through.
I told you this wasn't going to be easy. I'm not sure what you were expecting.
Like, you want to make your case on the court? It's going to have to be so crystal clear to any random fan on social media.
You shot a great percentage tonight after some struggles earlier this season. What did you notice tonight with your shooting?
I mean, Coach said those shots are there for me. I know I'm a great shooter.